The wealthiest families in America pay almost nothing in estate taxes, and it's not because they're breaking the law. What if I told you the strategies they use are completely legal, and available to anyone willing to learn them? Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the estate planning secrets that rich families guard closely, the tools that let them pass down millions while everyone else loses nearly half to taxes and probate fees. You might think estate planning is just for billionaires. That assumption is exactly what keeps most families poor across generations. The truth is simpler than you'd expect, and far more accessible than the financial industry wants you to believe. By the end of this video, you'll understand 7 specific strategies wealthy families use to protect their assets, minimize taxes, and build generational wealth. Stick around, because one of these points alone could save your family tens of thousands of dollars. Let's start with the biggest mistake most people make when it comes to passing on their assets. The first secret is understanding the difference between a will and a revocable living trust. Most people only have a will, and they assume that's enough. But a will has to go through probate court, a process that can take months, sometimes years, and it's completely public record. Wealthy families avoid this entirely by using revocable living trusts. When you place your assets inside a trust, they transfer directly to your beneficiaries the moment you pass away. There's no court involvement, no public record, and no lengthy delays. Your family gets access to funds within days, not months. Here's the critical part. A trust also protects your privacy. Court probate records are public, meaning anyone can see exactly what you owned and who inherited it. Rich families keep this information private by using trusts, shielding their financial details from creditors, predators, and even distant relatives looking for a payout. The second strategy involves life insurance, but not in the way you might think. Wealthy families use something called an irrevocable life insurance trust, or ILIT. Why does this matter? Because life insurance payouts are usually tax-free, but if you own the policy yourself, the payout gets added to your taxable estate. By placing the policy inside an ILIT, the death benefit passes to your heirs completely free of estate tax. This single move can save millions of dollars for families with large policies. It's one of the simplest, most overlooked tools available, and yet most people have never even heard of it. Think about how many families pay premiums for decades, only to lose a huge portion of that payout to taxes. An ILIT prevents that loss entirely, and it's surprisingly simple to set up with the right attorney guiding the process. Third on our list is the Family Limited Partnership, or FLP. This is where things get really interesting. Wealthy families use FLPs to transfer business interests and investment assets to their children at a discounted value, sometimes reducing the taxable value by 30% or more. Here's how it works. Parents create a partnership, contribute assets like real estate or stocks, then gift limited partnership shares to their kids over time. Because these shares lack control and marketability, the IRS allows a valuation discount. That means you can transfer more wealth while paying less in gift taxes. Now let's talk about the strategy I promised would save you serious money. Generation skipping trusts allow wealth to pass directly to grandchildren, skipping a full generation of estate taxes entirely. Think about it this way. If you leave money to your children, then they leave it to their children, that money gets taxed twice along the way. A generation skipping trust lets you avoid that second tax hit altogether, preserving significantly more wealth for future generations. This is exactly why old money families seem to stay wealthy for centuries, while other fortunes vanish within 2 generations. The next secret involves something called the step-up in basis. This is a tax rule that resets the value of an asset to its current market price when it's inherited, rather than the original purchase price. Here's why this matters so much. If you bought stock for $10,000 and it's now worth $1 million, selling it yourself triggers a massive capital gains tax. But if your heirs inherit it after your death, their cost basis resets to that $1 million value. They could sell it almost immediately and pay very little in taxes. Wealthy families structure their entire portfolios around this single rule, holding appreciating assets until death rather than selling during their lifetime. This next point is about giving back, but in a strategic way. Wealthy families use donor-advised funds and charitable remainder trusts to reduce their taxable estate while supporting causes they genuinely care about. A charitable remainder trust lets you donate an asset, receive income from it for the rest of your life, and then pass the remainder to charity after you're gone. You get an immediate tax deduction, ongoing income, and you reduce the size of your taxable estate. It's a win for your family and a win for the causes you believe in. Here's a strategy anyone can start using today, regardless of wealth level. The annual gift tax exclusion allows you to give a certain amount per person, per year, completely tax-free. In recent years, that amount has hovered around $18,000 per recipient. Wealthy families use this every single year, gifting money to children and grandchildren consistently over decades. Multiply that number by multiple recipients and multiple years, and you're looking at millions of dollars transferred completely outside the estate tax system. It's slow, it's steady, and it's completely legal. The final secret isn't really a strategy at all, it's a habit. Wealthy families review and update their estate plans every few years, adjusting for changing tax laws, family circumstances, and asset values. Most families create a will once and never look at it again. Laws change, families grow, and assets shift in value. What worked 10 years ago might be costing your heirs money today. This is the part that separates families who successfully pass down wealth from those who watch it disappear within a single generation. So there you have it, several estate planning secrets that wealthy families use to protect and transfer their wealth. From revocable living trusts to generation skipping strategies, these tools aren't reserved for billionaires. They're available to anyone willing to plan ahead. The real secret isn't some hidden loophole. It's starting early, working with the right professionals, and treating your estate plan as a living document that grows with your family. Don't wait until it's too late, because time is the one resource none of us can buy back. If this video opened your eyes to strategies you'd never heard of, imagine what a conversation with an estate planning attorney could do for your family's future. Start that conversation today, because the families who plan ahead are the ones who build legacies that actually last.